Number 5, money is the root of all evil. It's a damn bum-faced lie. Okay? Money is the fuel. Money is the only thing that you... What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mula membership channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving you some lies that I was told and a lot of people believed that was keeping me broke, poor, and dusty. Okay? These are lies that I was told my entire life by anybody you could think of. The commercials, my parents, family, friends, the banks. So many people told me so much lies. Society, the news, they all tell you 1,000,010 lies, and those lies keep you broke and enslaved by a poverty mindset. Okay, so once I understood that these things I'm going to tell you right now were lies, once I understood the real truth about the world, that's when I started to be prosperous. And that's when I started seeing great returns as far as profit goes and money in my bank account. Okay, let's get straight into it. Number 1, buy a house. One of the stupidest things I ever heard in my life was buy a house. Why do I need to buy a house? Well, let me tell you.
I was just talking about this in my last reaction. Yeah, when Glow Jays was talking about if he bought his Cadillac in cash or put on a car note, and I was saying how it's dumb to buy a house right now. It's low-key smarter to rent.
Let me take you guys through the buying process of a house. Most people believe that buying a house is smart because you are putting money into a quote-unquote asset that appreciates over time, and if you rent, you're really just throwing your money away and making somebody else rich. Okay, first of all, myth number 1, you're making somebody rich regardless. Let's break down the numbers. Simple numbers will tell you, but most people believe these lies without actually fact checking and going through the numbers because it's simple math. So first of all, as a business owner or entrepreneur in itself, first you have to pay extra taxes that you don't want to pay because you can't report the write-off amount on your taxes to qualify for a house. So if you make $1 million, but you write off $900,000 in taxes, which means now you make $100,000 according to the government. So when you go apply for a house, you're going to only qualify for a house that is $100,000. So what do you have to do? Now you have to pay extra taxes so you can then report your income to the IRS, report your income to the government and the bank, and then the bank gives you a loan based off of that after you've already paid extra unnecessary taxes. So before you even get to the qualification, before you even get to the application process of buying a house, you're paying extra taxes. Let's say you even have a job and that doesn't apply to you. Cool. Let's say you want to put down $100,000 on a house. You put that $100,000 down on a house, you're going to get, right now, you're going to get an interest rate of 7% every year. You're going to get a 20 to 30 year mortgage. And now all you have is a liability. Most people think that their house is an asset. It's not an asset. You're paying 7% interest every single year. And you're going to pay taxes. And you're going to pay maintenance. You still got to furnish the fucking thing. Okay? You got to pay for grass. You got to pay for if something fixes. If something breaks, you have to fix it out of your own account, out of your own money. You look up 10 years. Yeah, you might have sold this. You might have sold this house for more than what you paid for it. But you've been paying 7% taxes. 7% interest every year. That's 70%. So already you're paying double for a house. You're paying double what the house actually cost. Just in 10 years almost.
And like I said, once you sell the house, if you make $50,000, $100,000, however much you make, that is not the same amount of money in 2025 compared to 2035. It's not the same amount. You can't do the same with the $100,000 now compared to $100,000 20 years ago. It's a complete difference. So I don't think it's smart to buy a house. Like I said, it's really the bank's house.
Then so that means you have to sell it for more than double. That's not going to happen in 10 years, okay? On top of that, you have a huge liability. Whenever something breaks, you have to fix it. Why not, instead of take that $100,000 deposit, instead of take that $100,000 and put it as a down payment and buy a house and be quote-unquote smart, why not take $20,000, pay rent for the entire year, take the rest of your $80,000, right? Take the rest, or let's say $40,000 pays your rent, $30,000 pays your rent, right? Take $30,000, take that $70,000, invest it into something that's going to pay you every single month. Even the S&P 500 goes up 10, 12% a year. Amazon goes up 20, 30% a year. Tesla goes up 10 to 20%, 30, 40% a year. Look how fast your money can grow just simply by not parking it in something that's not paying you. A house does not pay you, so a house cannot be an asset. Buying a house is one of the stupidest decisions you can make, and especially in 2025, especially even more if you're young and you want to be free. What if you get a job in Miami and you're in Virginia? What if you get a $260,000 a year paying job in Miami, you're in Virginia? Now you got to sell your house, get less than what you...
And I've seen this firsthand. My parents are selling their house right now. They're probably going to make some money off of it for sure. But the hassle and the process and the patience you have to have when you sell a house, it takes months. But then if you have an apartment and you got a job or you want to move, boom, I can pay these fees, cancel my lease, I can get a subleaser, or I can just pay off the rest of my rent and move. I have no reason or obligation to stay at this apartment. Where a house, you have to stay until you close on it. You have to do inspections, maintenance, all that, negotiate. I don't know, it's just too much work for me. I don't know.
You pay for it, you got to settle for stuff, you still got to pay closing costs. It's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. Save your money, invest it into a cash flowing asset or something that's going to return a profit for you year over year, and your money will grow. Buying a house is not going to do anything but keep you broke. Number 2, debt is bad. When I was growing up, I was taught don't use those credit cards, right? Yes, I understood the perspective that my parents and my grandmother and my family was coming from. When you turn 18, you're going to get credit cards in the mail. Don't ever use them. Don't use them. If you use them, only use them for emergencies. This is a crazy thing, especially going on in the black community where we think debt is bad. Debt is bad if you taking money you don't have and going to fund a wedding. Debt is bad and it's stupid if you're taking credit cards off of money that you don't have to go buy a pair of Jordans or go fuck it off at the club or take this pretty girl out that you've been wanting for 3 years, right? Is she finally going for you? That's when debt is stupid, right? But using debt to create wealth isn't very stupid. If I put down let's just say for an apartment building, for example, if I put down $300,000 for this apartment, but this apartment is going to pay me $30,000 a month, I can make my money, my initial investment, I can make that back in 10 months. Everything after that is profit. Yes, I'm paying back this loan. Yes, I have debt.
And the thing is, even if you're using credit to make investments, even if you lose money on the investment, because this investment, it might not work. There's a chance it might not work. That's why it's called an investment. But still go with the mindset that it's going to work. But even if it doesn't, at least you're paying back something that could have made you money instead of paying back a pair of shoes you bought, paying back these clothes you bought, paying back these, it's just, I don't know. It just makes more sense to me. Use other people's money to make yourself more money.
But the mortgage on this apartment building is only $10,000. I'm making $30,000. So I'm spending $10,000, maybe $7,000, $8,000 a month paying the loan down while I'm also making money off of the loan. If you can make money off of the loan, that's great. If you can go get a business loan and fully start a full functioning business, a full functioning YouTube channel, a full functioning clothing line, a health business, anything, if you go get a loan and you can flip that loan into something that's going to pay you every month more than what you owe every month, then that's profit, right? Then debt makes sense, okay? But debt is not bad. Debt is bad for stupid things. Debt is not bad for wealth creating things. And the wealthiest people in the world are in the most debt. Why do you think that is? Why would I use my money to go create wealth when I can use somebody else's money to go create wealth?
That's what I literally just said. Trump, his building, he did not pay that building in cash. He's going to pay it off until he dies, you know what I'm saying? This phone I'm recording my voice with, paid it off with credit. Phone that I'm recording the video with, this MacBook, all did credit, man, I'm telling you.
Using a cheat code that they call a credit score, right? So that's when it gets smart. If you're going to buy a car that you don't need or really can't afford, it's stupid. If you're going to put a down payment on 10 cars and you're going to rent these cars out every month, all these 10 cars combined cost you $12,000, but you're charging people $1,000 a day. You book for 30 days out of the month for 3 or 4 different cars. You're making $120,000 a month. You pay them the $20,000 a month. You keep the 100. That's called profit. That makes sense. Bad. It's a such thing as bad debt, but there's also a great such thing as good debt. Buying a house would be bad debt. Buying an apartment building that's going to pay you would be something that'd be good debt. All right. Number 3 is money is used to buy things and pay bills. Money is not used to buy anything or pay bills for anything. Money is used to create more money. So the rule and the thing that you need to go by in life, you need to go by this like you go by your religion. Okay? When you get money, that money is used to create more money. Only when that money is creating more money can you use the created money to now go buy things that you want. What do I mean? Well, if I take $1 million and I put that $1 million into the stock market, and that $1 million investment makes me $300,000 a year, I can take that $300,000 a year and I can go fuck it off on Louis, Gucci, vacations, trips, Alexander McQueen, Amiri, designer, Cartier. I can go do whatever I want to do, a brand new car. I can do whatever I want to do because I'm using my passive income to fund my lifestyle. I'm not using my earned income to fund my lifestyle. So if I'm sitting here putting in real hard hours at a construction job, at a plumbing business, I'm not going to use my actual paycheck to go to the club and get Louis and get a new Mercedes. I'm going to take my paycheck money, I'm going to invest it into something that's going to create more money for me. And then once that money creates more money, I'm going to use the extra money to buy my extra things. Money is not something that buys anything or pays any bill. Money is only used to create more money, which means if you're getting money and you're not using every dollar, almost every dollar, to create more money, you're hustling backwards and you'll be broke in a few days, few weeks, few months, few years. Wealth is long term. So when you're thinking about wealth, you want to think long term and not just what you can buy tomorrow. Number 4, work hard.
People who are scared to spend money are always broke. You have to spend some type of money. You have to invest it. You're going to spend it on a girl. You're going to spend it on dumb stuff, on food. You're going to end up spending it. You might as well spend it on something that can make more money. Money's just sitting in your bank account is depreciating. It is losing its value, like I said, because of inflation.
Work hard is what everybody watching this video has been doing. Everybody works hard. From the 16-year-old who starts working at Wingstop to the 32-year-old who works at an investment banker, everybody works hard, okay? Working hard is not going to make you rich. Working hard by itself is not going to make you rich. Now, you're going to hear a lot of people say, instead of working hard, work smart. I say work smart hard. Work smart hard. Be smart, work hard. So that means, that doesn't mean find a way to make $1,000 a day and then only work for 2 hours. No, that means find a way to make $1,000 a day and then work 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day to try to make $3,000 or $4,000 that day instead of the 1,000. Right? If you can make $100 an hour, why would you only work 3 hours? Because that 3 hours is almost $10,000 a month. When you can work 10 hours and make $1,000 a day, and now you're making $30,000 a month. Okay, so work smart and hard. The two things combined is what actually creates wealth, but smart is definitely over hard. Most people in the world, the richest person, the company that you work for, you think you worked harder than him today? I guarantee you that you did. The owner of Wingstop did not work at all. I guarantee you he probably had a few meetings, woke up, kissed his wife, took his kids to school, came home, took a few calls, had a Zoom meeting, told some people what to do, and went to sleep. Golfed, played basketball, worked out, got drunk, got high, went to sleep. You the one who woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got in your car, drove to get to work by 7, set up at work, clock in and set up, open up the Wingstop by 8, 9, or 10, figure out everything else, and he's paying you for something that he's making money off of, okay? So working hard is not going to make you rich. Just because I work hard, I'm tired, my back hurts, and I should be rich now. When has that ever happened in the history of the universe? Working hard is not going to make you rich. Working smart is what's going to make you rich, and adding value to someone else. Adding value to someone else outside of you is what's going to make you rich, not working hard. All right?
They say you gotta, to get rich, you kind of gotta find holes, find little empty spots in niches and businesses. You have to fix somebody's problem, pretty much. Any business will make money if you can provide a service or solve somebody's problem, because they're gonna pay you for that.
Number 5, money is the root of all evil. It's a damn shit, bum-faced lie, okay? Money is a tool. Money is the only thing that you can use to actually escape the evil that people are talking about money produces. So I understand the concept. They say, oh, people will do anything for money because everybody needs money. So people kill, steal, rob, drill, and everything else negative to eventually get money. And I understand that. But imagine what change you could do if you had $1 trillion. Imagine what good you could do if you had $1 trillion. If you want to give to charity, imagine how much you could give more if you had $1 billion. If you like to help older people. Imagine how much more people or how better the help could be if you had $1 billion. Money is the only thing that separates the good. Money separates good and evil, and it can be used for both. But money is the only thing that good can use to push out good. Okay? Money is the only thing evil can use to push out evil. You need money. You need the money first. Financial freedom's our only hope. Fuck living rich and dying broke. We need money. Money, 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 money. When I grew up, my parents didn't want to talk about money. It was kind of rude for people to talk about money. Why? Why is it rude to talk about money when everybody needs it? You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't turn on the light, you can't go to work, you can't move, you can't drop, you can't even die without money. You need money. Money is the only thing that's going to help you actually push the good that you want to see out in the world. Next thing, money does not buy happiness. I call straight bullshit. I'm a lot happier now than I ever was when I was broke. Most of the problems that I had in my life when I was broke were fixed when I had money. You see how easy that works? Most of the problems that my mom or my dad or my grandma or my girlfriend or anybody around me, most of the problems they have can be solved with money. Yes, okay,
money can solve some problems, but it can't make you happy. You have to choose to be happy. Like, happiness is literally a choice. One person could get a flat tire and be mad the rest of the day. One person could get a flat tire and be like, it's just a tire. It's not the end of the world. All right, bet, let's get another one to go about my day.
Understand money can't bring your mom back if she passed away. Yes, I understand money can't solve every single thing mentally that's going on with you. But I guarantee you we can make it better. And it's the old saying that people say, I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce than a Toyota. So, okay. So if I'm depressed, I'd rather be depressed in a Rolls Royce than depressed in a Toyota. I'd rather be depressed and have the ability to take a private jet to Mexico, turn my phone off, and sit on the beach and be in my thoughts and come back to reality and understand and get out of my depression than have no money and not be able to go anywhere and do anything and have to go to this dead end fucked up job where they're going to work me like a slave for $10 an hour. I'd be a lot happier as a depressed man, as a depressed rich man, than I would ever be as a depressed poor man. Don't ever get it fucked up. Money makes you happy. You want to be closer to family? Call them. Hey, I give you $1 million. I buy you a house and a car. Come move to Miami. Okay, I'm on the way. You want a better relationship with your kids? Hey, we gonna fly? I'm gonna fly them out here so we can spend some time together. I'm gonna get you a hotel room. Don't worry about nothing. Yeah, y'all can all come. Bring grandma. You want a better education for your kids? That costs money. You want better health? That costs money. You want to live longer? Money. Money buys happiness. I don't give a fuck what nobody has to say. Number 7, lie. Save your money. Saving your money is not going to make you rich. Saving your money is not doing anything but making the banks rich. That's why they told you to save your money. They don't care about you. They care about themselves. They don't care for you to save your money. That's not going to do anything. The more money you save in the bank, the more they take your money, they lend it out. They're not even taking it. They got the same fucking advice they're giving you. They're telling you to save your money, and as soon as you put your money in their account, they take your money and give it out. They loan it out to people. Where do you think they get money for house loans, car loans, business loans, personal loans? Where do you think they get the money from? You. And every dollar that you have in a bank account is just making them richer and richer and richer and richer and richer. Wealth is not created by saving money. Wealth is created by investing money. Last thing, my camera's on 8%, on 1%. Put your money in the bank. Leads back to my last point. Money in your bank is not going to do anything but make someone else richer. You need to take that money out of that bank and put it anywhere. I mean, any fucking where. Put it any fucking where that you can get $1 back. Because you ain't getting $1 back from that bank. That bank is taking your money and loaning it out 10 times. So if you have $100, they're loaning out $1,000 for every 100 that everybody has in their bank account, and they're making money from the interest on the loans that they're loaning out. I hope you guys understood and enjoyed this video. I hope you guys understood these lies, and I hope this video helps you break the code and escape the slave mind. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to join my stock market group chat where I give you all the plays to make tens.
He actually knows what he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? He's a multi-millionaire. He has $100,000 watches. He lives in Miami, so I definitely respect what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? I agree with most of it. Money, you can be a broke person and be happy, and you can be rich and be happy. I feel like life isn't just about money. Yes, life, you do need money, you know what I'm saying? We live in a society where you have to spend some type of money to get food, to get a house, things like that. But money is not the end all be all, and we can't take none of this with us. So I get what he's saying about crying in a Rolls Royce or a Toyota, but at the end of the day, you're still crying, you're still feeling depressed, you still have feelings you need to get over. So I like what he said better about taking a trip or, you know, making experiences, memories with your family. That's really what money should be used for. You know, materialistic, you can't take that with you. It doesn't matter. It's a tangible item. This doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? I'm still the same person with or without it. But a lot of good points in the video, man. Comment below what you guys think of it. He dropped a lot of gems, man. Make sure, I hope you guys are taking notes. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let me know if you guys got any video ideas or any reactions you guys want me to react to. And yeah, road to 100K. Giveaway at 2K subs.
Bags big as shit. You can tell I get money. I'm from Michigan. Came in with a bad bitch and she like expensive shit. If you wanna